I enter the state of flow. It is a state of my consciousness when I synchronize my thoughts with the tempo of my speech. This process deeply rewires brain, increases productivity and imagination. Doing this 90 days straight, as I set a goal to myself, I expect to achieve a breakthrough and be able to deliver an igniting, interesting and coherent thought. And today is day 5. I want to speak about trust today. All of us would love to live in a world where everyone trusts each other. No business can fully function without trust. All the relations between people are built upon the trust. In many cases, it is the only thing that allows something to happen. Unfortunately, the people nature is that we have temptations, and temptations are usually staying in a way of trust. Imagine a situation when you conclude a deal with a business partner and he gives you some sum of money, and you have a deal that you say, invest this money somewhere, you put it in some place, and then depending on the quality of your investment, you will get cut from this amount. And if in this situation, if there is no control and all what your partner will get is your words, he put a lot of trust on you. At this situation, if accidentally your investment might bring huge results, much better than it was expected, but you previously agreed that you will pay only a small chunk, let's say a 10%, but you made 100. You understand that your partner that give you money expect to get extra 10 in return. In this case, when you get 100, you have a great temptation to cover your results and to not deliver it to him. And this is the problem, because this temptation will start to cut you, to undermine your decisions. And eventually it might bring you to the edge when you will break the trust and lie to your partner. Even if you will not lie, still this effect, this situation, when you have to force this temptation, it gives you an additional burden. The same situation might be flipped. When you put a lot of trust to your partner and do not control their actions, you also put trust on them. And also, if you do not set clear boundaries, you create a situation where they can also suffer from temptation, which is natural human desire to get better results, to get faster. This is why we build cities, which is why we greed for resources, because we always want to get more and be effective. So the demon of temptation is in all of us. We have to accept it and understand that it's normal. And do not be blind and to expect that everyone will beat this demon successfully. It means never be trustful, never put the burden of trust and for fighting with temptations on other people. Always set clear boundaries and create situations when it's impossible or at least very hard to treat you unfair, to cheat you. This way, setting boundaries, clear rules, and reinforce its execution is not a sin. It's actually a kind of goodness, because you are relieving this way the demon of temptation from both of us, from yourself and from your partner. Whenever you have a situation, say you borrow someone money, make it clear how you want them to return, or which is better, make some conditions when you can save you if this money will not be returned. So you have to take some sort of a deposit or anything that you can possess when your partner having your money. This way, if he will not return, you will get something back from him. It's not bad to do this. It's a smart move which will eventually do good for both of you. I'm telling this simply because of my today's current situation. When I entered in work relationship with a partner which undermined my trust. We do a lot of job under certain conditions, and when the job was over, we expected to get paid. And of course, we put a lot of trust on our business partner that it will fulfill its promises. Unfortunately, like with everything I said, the demon of temptation hit him strong, and now he is delaying the payment. In this case, it would be obvious to blame him, that he is wrong, he did it not right, but I blame myself. It was my mistake and my obligation to structure deal this way that he had no possibilities to betray us, to not pay. Let's say I would better include some sort of deposit or anything that I can hold until he will fulfill his obligations. It eventually will relieve him also, because if he would know that there is no way for him to cheat or treat us unreasonable, he would just go to the agreements that we agreed and fulfill them. Now the situation not so good for both of us. We didn't get what we expected, and he also understands deeply that he was not correct, and situation is ugly for both of us. So again, the main message of this day is to trust other people. It's totally fine. Build relationships built on trust and deep connection. Don't treat other people bad, but make sure you create all conditions to reinforce this trust, to set clear rules, boundaries, and efficient way to prevent people distrust and mistreat you. This way you will do good not only for yourself but for your partner. So it is a good thing. Talking about how I feel recording these videos for 5 days straight. as yesterday, it's definitely the same in terms of how hard it really is. Since I'm not only recording this video, staying in the state of flow, I'm also continuing training even off camera. So in total it takes me more than an hour, sometimes even 2 or even more, of this practicing daily, and it definitely drains huge amount of brain power. If I usually wake up at 5 or 6 fully restored, now I wake up at 10 or 11 feeling tired and fatigued. It's definitely for me a great sign, which sounds strange that I wake up tired, but it is really a sign that my brain do a job. It definitely rewires itself, and a lot of changes, physical changes on biological level, are happening with me. It's very interesting to observe from inside and hopefully to see the changes from outside. It says that more or less long-form changes in consciousness start to appear starting from day 5 or 6 or so. Today is only 5. It means that these few days that I was doing this practice, they are not yet started to manifest itself, but in a few days I believe the first results should start to pop up. It should be visible in how I speak to camera, obviously. The speed of my speech should increase, probably awkwardness should decrease somehow, and coherence of ideas also should improve. I'm very curious to see where it will lead, and also very excited to see how it will change me and my behavior as a person. That's all for today, and see you tomorrow. I enter the state of flow. It is a form of I enter the state of flow. It is a state of consciousness when I synchronize the speed of my thoughts with my speech. It should increase creativity, productivity, and my ability to talk and persuade people in general. They say that communication is the most powerful skill you can ever develop. So I set for myself a task to shoot a long-form videos when I am staying in this state for 90 days. Today was day 5, and I'm keeping going despite it is really hard. Every day I try to bring a topic which I discuss. The topic of today's day was trust. If you're interested on my thoughts and in general how this process goes of rewiring my brain through this practice, and what I think about trust as a surgeon, entrepreneur, and business owner, you can see the video which is connected to this reel.